The story of the kissing booth centers on the lifelong friendship between Elle Evans and Lee Flynn and the complications that arise when Elle develops feelings for Lee's older brother Noah. Elle and Lee were born on the same day and have been inseparable since birth, raised almost like twins. Their friendship is governed by a long list of friendship rules they created as kids, the most crucial of which is rule number 9, relatives of your best friend are totally off limits. The movie opens as Elle begins her junior year of high school, already dealing with the struggles of adolescence and the lingering pain of her mother's death a few years prior. She's a late bloomer who suddenly garners attention from boys after a growth spurt over the summer. Her long-standing secret crush on the school's bad boy Noah Flynn, the older brother who constantly teases her, is a problem given rule number 9. On the first day of school, when Elle is forced to wear a short skirt because her pants ripped, a boy named Tuppen inappropriately touches her. Noah immediately jumps in to defend Elle, starting a violent fight that lands both boys and Elle in detention. This incident highlights Noah's possessive and protective nature over Elle, which he tries to dismiss as an older brother's concern. He later warns Elle against pursuing a relationship with Tuppen, and Elle discovers that Noah has been warning all the boys at school to stay away from her for a long time. Meanwhile, Elle and Lee's dance club needs a new idea for the school carnival fundraiser. Inspired by a comment from Lee, Elle suggests a kissing booth. Lee is initially hesitant, but Elle's enthusiasm prevails and they pitch the idea to the student council. To get the popular students, specifically the OMG girls, Olivia, Mia, and Gwyneth, to participate, Elle wildly exaggerates her influence and promises that the highly sought-after Noah Flynn will be one of the kissers. Noah, who had already refused to participate, is furious when he finds out. During a party at the Flynn's house while the parents are away, Elle drinks too much and is saved by Noah from nearly stripping on a pool table and going skinny dipping. He carries her to the guest room and gives her his t-shirt to sleep in. The next morning, a clumsy but intensely charged moment occurs when they wrestle for the shorts he had taken off the night before, resulting in Elle accidentally touching him. This incident further fuels the unspoken tension between them. The day of the carnival arrives. The kissing booth is a hit primarily due to the OMG girls' participation. However, when it's Noah's turn to kiss, Lee steps in instead, disappointing the crowd and especially Mia, who had a huge crush on Noah. Annoyed, the OMG girls then scheme to set Elle up to kiss a less desirable boy. However, as the blindfolded Elle awaits her kiss, the student waves Noah over and it is Noah who steps in. Elle is surprised and their blindfolded kiss is so intense that she rips off her blindfold. They share a second passionate kiss in front of the cheering crowd, solidifying their attraction. Noah offers Elle a ride on his motorcycle and they are forced to take shelter from the rain in a gazebo. Elle, determined not to be just a fling, tells him she refuses to be another conquest, prompting Noah to confess that his feelings for her are genuine. Their relationship starts in secret due to rule number 9. Elle struggles with hiding her budding romance from Lee, especially when Noah is accepted into Harvard, which he also keeps secret from Lee. One day, while fixing Noah's motorcycle, Elle cuts her face. Lee walks in on Noah cleaning the wound and wrongly accuses Noah of hurting her. When Lee asks Elle if she and Noah are dating, she lies, fearing the consequences of breaking the rule. The truth, however, is revealed when Lee walks in on Elle and Noah kissing. Lee is devastated and furiously confronts Elle for breaking rule number 9, which he reveals he created because he didn't want to lose her to the same people he felt he always lost to his older brother. He runs off, hurt that their friendship was the one thing his brother never had, and now he feels like he has nothing. Elle lashes out at Noah, blaming him, and he also leaves. Following the confrontation, Noah is absent from school and Lee completely ignores Elle, leaving her heartbroken over the fractured friendship. Elle is finally able to reconcile with Lee at the arcade when he agrees to dance with her. At the school's prom, Noah reappears and publicly declares his love for Elle, but she runs away, still overwhelmed by the situation. The next day, at their joint birthday costume party, Elle finally confesses her love for Noah to Lee. Lee, seeing how much Elle cares, relents and gives his blessing, agreeing to help her find Noah before he leaves for Harvard. Elle rushes off in Lee's car, pouring her heart out to who she thinks is Lee in his Batman costume, only to find out it's Noah. They share their feelings and spend the next few weeks together before Noah leaves for college, promising to return. Elle later rides his motorcycle looking towards the future. Elle Evans, an energetic and quirky high school junior, and Lee Flynn, her best friends since birth, have a friendship governed by a strict set of friendship rules they established as children. The most critical rule number 9, states that relatives of your best friend are strictly off limits, a rule that becomes increasingly difficult for Elle to adhere to as her secret crush on Lee's older brother Noah Flynn intensifies. Noah is the school's notorious bad boy and a high school football legend, and he is fiercely, almost possessively protective of Elle. This protective instinct is clearly on display when he gets into a fight with a student named Tuppen for inappropriately touching Elle on her first day of junior year, an action that lands all three in detention. Elle and Lee, needing an idea for their dance club's fundraiser, decide on a kissing booth. Elle, eager to ensure its success, lies to the popular OMG girls, Olivia, Mia, and Gwyneth, by promising that Noah will participate despite his explicit refusal. The booth is a massive hit, but when it's Noah's scheduled time, Lee substitutes himself, disappointing the girls and the crowd. As the OMG girls try to punish Elle by setting her up to kiss an undesirable student, Noah intervenes, stepping into the booth blindfolded. He and Elle share an electric kiss that is witnessed by the whole school, confirming their mutual attraction. Riding on Noah's motorcycle after the carnival, they are forced to shelter from the rain. Elle, still reeling from the unexpected public kiss, insists that she will not be another one of his casual conquests. Noah, however, confesses that she is the only girl who challenges him and his feelings for her are genuine. They share a passionate kiss, but Elle insists that if they are to pursue a relationship it must be kept a secret from Lee until she can figure out how to tell him. They establish their own set of relationship rules: no more fighting, no more telling her what to do, and absolute secrecy. Elle soon learns Noah's biggest secret: he's been accepted to Harvard, which he hasn't told Lee. Elle is surprised by the news and the realization that Noah will soon be leaving for college. Their secret relationship becomes a source of stress, especially when Noah is almost discovered hiding in his room while his mother is present. Elle finds herself constantly breaking her own rules, particularly rule number 6, which says if she can't tell her best friend about something she's doing, she shouldn't be doing it. The pressure mounts when Elle, helping Noah fix his motorcycle, accidentally cuts her face. Lee walks in on Noah cleaning the wound and immediately accuses Noah of hitting her. He expresses his long-standing suspicion of Noah's temper and demands to know if Elle is dating his brother. Elle, paralyzed with fear of losing Lee, lies and denies any relationship with Noah. However, while planning to finally tell Lee the truth, Lee walks in on Elle and Noah kissing, discovering their secret in the worst possible way. Lee is furious that Elle broke rule number 9, which he created because he felt that Noah always took everything from him and Elle was the one thing Noah didn't have. He lashes out, telling Elle she has no idea what she's gotten herself into, and bitterly declares that they deserve each other before driving off. Elle, hurt by Lee's reaction, turns her anger on Noah for making the situation worse, and Noah leaves on his motorcycle. The subsequent weeks are lonely for Elle. Noah stops attending school and is in danger of not graduating while Lee completely ignores her. Mrs. Flynn offers Elle comfort, reminding her that true best friends always forgive each other. Elle realizes she must mend her friendship with Lee, and she eventually finds a way to reconnect with him by invoking rule number 7, you have to forgive your best friend if they give you ice cream. Meanwhile, Noah speaks with Elle's father, apologizing for the trouble he caused but standing firm in his genuine feelings for Elle. Elle's father tells him he cannot give his support but says that Elle must ultimately choose what makes her happy. Lee and Elle's friendship begins to recover and they plan their joint birthday costume party. At the school prom, Elle is touched to see that the yearbook featured a large display of photos celebrating the kissing booth. However, Noah shows up and publicly declares his love for her. Still reeling from the damage to her friendship with Lee, Elle rejects him, saying she can't keep hurting the people she cares about because of him. Later on the day of their birthday party, Lee reveals to Elle that Noah left for Harvard that morning. Elle, finally realizing that her fear of disappointing Lee caused her to reject the person she loves, breaks down. She tells Lee that while she loves him, he doesn't have the right to dictate who she can love. She apologizes for lying but confesses that she loves Noah with all her heart. Lee, recognizing her sincerity, accepts their relationship and offers to help her find Noah. Elle races off in Lee's car, but the Lee in the passenger seat, dressed as Batman, turns out to be Noah, who had returned after Lee convinced him to see Elle one last time, referencing rule number 10, which states you must always be happy for your bestie's successes. Noah confesses he was leaving early because he was struggling with a huge commitment, but he came back for her. Elle confesses her love to him and they spend the final weeks before his departure together, promising to make their long-distance relationship work. Elle ends the movie hopeful, knowing that a piece of her heart will always belong to Noah Flynn, all thanks to a kissing booth. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.